Welcome back to another YouTube video. Now, we are officially 11 days out, boys. 10th of September, and the time is 8 AM. Now, this is actually a little bit of a late morning for me. I have been up since 6:30. Sent my check-in shots over to Christian. That's what we're looking like this morning, fasted. And yeah, I just had a bit of a chill morning. I've had a coffee. I am currently on coffee number 2 already. I'm just going to show you my meal, which is going to be my pre-workout meal this morning, which looks ridiculously good. So there you are. Now, I've been making this for the past week, and it is literally my usual oatmeal. However, we have prepped it the night before, popped it in the fridge for it to set, so it's like overnight oats. Very, very good. Very, very tasty. And to be honest, it feels like more volume than it does when I have it hot. Don't know why, but it does just feel that way. And then of course we have the goat, the Strawberry Dreams Monster, which will be going in pre-workout. So today we have upper, which is always a good session because you're getting a pump full of body. So the post-workout shots usually look fantastic, which is of course what we want to see. So I'm just going to eat this meal now, meal number 1, which is my first carb meal of the day and one of 2 carb meals for the day. There's been no changes since last video in terms of macros, in terms of cardio, in terms of steps, in terms of anything. However, we are on Wednesday, and after Sunday we will be entering peak week, which is insane. So I'm going to eat this meal now. We've got some YouTube on here. We've got Cuba for the YouTube. Now I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to show you my supplements. So, daily supplements and also pre-workout supplements, which I recently bought at the back end of last video. So I'm going to tuck into this meal, get this down, get the coffee down, and then we'll crack on with the day, boys. Okay, so first lot of daily supplements, which I get from Home Bargains because they're very cheap, can't lie. First one up is vitamin D. Then we've got vitamin C, zinc and magnesium, and cod liver oil. Now, zinc and magnesium come together. For the past 3 months, I've been taking this 2 tabs before bed, simply because the sleep benefits that magnesium can have if you take it 60 minutes before you go to sleep, right? For the past 2 weeks, my sleep has been really, really bad. Waking up 3-4 times throughout the night, not being able to get to sleep, etc, etc. So I've just started taking it in the morning because I'm having a bad sleep anyway. It's not massively benefiting my sleep. So this goes in the morning now. I can't bother taking it at the night, so it all just goes in the morning. So I take these every single day, every morning. And in a sec, I'll show you my sort of training performance supplements, which are EAAs, creatine, pumpage, etc. So I'll take these down and I'll show you this. Actually, I'll show you this in the car because we're going to go to the gym in a second anyway. So yeah, that's the supplement stack, the supplement lineup. So first up, EAAs, so essential amino acids from Trained by JP. First of all, the flavour is fizzy blue bottles or something like that. Very, very nice tasting EAA. So if you're going to try one, I'd try this one in terms of taste. It's also got a hydration formula in it, which is obviously great. Usually, I take this intra workout and usually I have my creatine with that as well. However, I have flavoured creatine, which again is from Home Bargains because it's cheap, and that goes in there. What I usually do is I'll take EAAs and hydration intra workout, so actually during my session, and then I'll take this during cardio, which is creatine. To be honest with creatine, it doesn't matter when you take it. I'd just take it consistently at the same time every single day. And then also as well, in the EAAs, I add 2 grams of pink salt. So my sodium goal for the day is 12 grams. So I have sodium, 2 grams of pink salt in meals, every single meal apart from post-workout, and then intra goes in there as well. last one is Pumpage. So Pumpage is a pre-workout trained by JP. Now, the difference between this and pre-workouts I've used in the past is the fact that this is non-stim. Now, non-stim pretty much means no stimulants, so no caffeine. So, bit of a different feeling taking it, because when I've took pre-workouts in the past, I'm expecting a big hit, a buzz. Obviously, with this, you don't get that impacts from caffeine, which is what we want, because at the minute we need pumps. I'm not getting a pump as well, just due to the fact I've not got as much carbs. My glycogen stores aren't as filled up. I'm getting less of a pump. Now, caffeine acts as a vasoconstrictor, which means you get less of a pump. This is a vasodilator, which means you get more of a pump. So we're taking this. Now, caffeine, of course, I still take caffeine, as you've just seen this morning with my breakfast. However, I try to take it 90 minutes before I train, and then go and train 90 minutes afterwards, same as post-workout meal. So on the way to the gym, I will sip on this. I have to say, the texture and aftertaste you get from this Pumpage isn't amazing, isn't great. So you get a bit of a I don't know how to explain it. The texture feels a bit bitter. So when you drink it, you sort of get like you've got bits left in your mouth. But in terms of actual performance, very good. I had this for the first time last week on legs, and it's the best leg session I've had in about a month, which is great. So I'm going to take this again today for upper. Hopefully get a sick pump. Hopefully get some sick shots post-workout, which is, of course, what we want. So 25-minute drive to the gym, 10-minute head in the game walk, and then we'll get into upper, boys. Now, I will be back. I've got my post-workout meal in the car, so I'll be back after the workout for the post-workout meal. So let's get into the session, boys. Upper is done. Now we've got post-workout meal, which is 2 scoops of whey, and we've got 50 grams of a banana, 50 grams of cereal, which is a fantastic post-workout meal that I look forward to every single day. So this is a mixture of Cocoa Pops and Choco Hoops, just simply because I ran out of Choco Hoops halfway through pouring it. So I never like to use too much water with my whey, simply because it's actually not mixed properly. It's got protein still in the lid. I like it to be a bit thick, my cereal. So this goes on here. It's not a whey paste. It's not as thick as a paste, but it's not as sort of runny as a shake. And it truly is my second favourite meal of the day. I was about to say first, but my oats clear it. I will lick the inside of that later on because there's still quite a little bit of whey in there. However, I'm going to tuck into this now. So, upper. Very good session, to be honest. The hardest part of the session was cardio, which is getting more difficult by the day, as you can imagine. I'm getting a bit more fatigued, my legs feel a bit heavier, so cardio is a bit more difficult. However, the actual upper session, was very, very good. I did lose reps on shoulder press, chest press, and I think that was it actually. I think I held numbers on the rest of them, but all in all, it was a pretty productive session, which is obviously important. We're running the same session we have done all prep, pretty much. A couple of variations in terms of different machines for preacher, for bicep work and for triceps, but all in all, the session's exactly the same as it was 6 months ago. We've only made one volume adjustment this whole prep, which was about 14 to 12 weeks out. But since then, we've just been running the same sessions, and performance on the gym floor has actually held better than I thought it would. Don't get me wrong, it still has taken a hit, as it's going to, because I'm like 20 something kilos lighter. What am I now? So I'm 21 kilos lighter than I was peak off season, so you're guaranteed to have some negative correlation in terms of training performance. However, it's been pretty good. So, plans for the day is pretty much go home, steps, meal prep, and chill. I record a majority of these videos earlier in the day simply because after about 4 PM I am a complete cabbage. Energy wise, I'm fried, so I'm pretty much just chilling, sat in bed for a majority of the evening and afternoon, I can't lie. So I'm going to go home now. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful meal, which I've been staring at for the past 5 minutes, which is going to go in. Then I'm going to go home, meal prep the rest of my meals, which I'll show you. And then we'll be done for the day. And tomorrow we'll be 10 days out, which is absolutely insane today to say. And legs is tomorrow, which it could potentially be the last heavy leg session we do. Bearing in mind, peak week is next week, starting Monday, I think. So yeah, legs tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy this now, and I'll catch you when we're back at home. So people, what have we got going on here? First up, meal 4, which is going on the pan in a moment, is 170 grams of mince rolled into meatballs. I've been having it like this for the past 2 weeks, which is a fabulous meal, going along with some veggies, which is spinach, which I'm going to cook up in a moment. Half of that with this, half of that with the chicken, which I already prepared the other day, well yesterday. So that's meal 4, meal 5, both with some veggies. And then the meal I'm having for meal 3, which I'm going to cook up in a moment, is an omelette. So we're going to have 2 eggs, 230 milligrams of egg whites. I've got some more egg whites in the fridge, and then 80 grams of mushrooms, boys. So that's all the meals the rest of the day. Meals 5, 3, and 4. Right, and that's how easy it is. 3 meals prepped in the space of probably 10 minutes. So this is supposed to be an omelette, albeit completely failed, and it's pretty much just scrambled eggs at this point. So the spinach I just made, split into 3 portions, third of it with my eggs, third of it with chicken, third of it with mince, which are prepped. Tupperwares ready to go, one here and one over there, and that's how easy it is, boys. Prep your meals, it saves so much time. So third meal of the day is going in. Can't wait for this. A little bit of tomato sauce, which has got 50% less salt in. It's got 10 calories per serving, which is pretty good. So I'm going to tuck into this, boys, and pretty much wrap the day up there. As I said, after 4 PM, I will be doing absolutely nothing apart from eating and lying down. So that is it, boys. 11 days out. Tomorrow we'll be back for another video, which will be legs at 10 days out, boys. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you lots tomorrow. Peace.